bread from Black Creek Community Farm. Smells really good. This is actually Regent's. I took it out of the car trunk without telling him. But I need someone to say, tell me what you think.
Oh, smells great.
Smells great, she says. Fresh. Okay. So Black Creek Community Farm, half of it is about this, and the other half is about education. Now that's only my perspective because I'm obsessed with environmental education. Regent is the fundraiser guy, and he can talk marketing, business, and things like that I don't really know.
Not actually.
No?
I'll try.
So I'll give my piece, and then Regent, you'll give you a piece, and if I miss anything, just let me know. But this water is for us. So Black Creek Community Farm is a project of Everdale and partners. Everdale, the best way to explain it is that it's a teaching farm. That means half of it is about learning how to build relationship with the land and grow food, and the other half is about education. It's about learning, teaching, and reflecting. So that makes me really happy to go to work. Every day I get to practice education and I get to learn it from everyone around us. But I want to show you this, I want to tell you this story. In fact, no, I'm going to show you. And this is going to be the example of Black Creek Community Farm when I'm talking about education. So I wanted to swell the learning space outside of beyond the farm so that even the sidewalk is a learning space. Now that's really ideal, but I went with it. I went to a neighborhood organization and I said, hey, can we partner up? Yes, perfect. Coming to see your community garden, let's talk about it. So then I got there on a Friday afternoon and I was laying there against the fence and I was just imagining all the programs we can do with it. And I looked over and there was a basketball court. And I said to my buddy then, I said, we need to go talk to that basketball court people because we need to do something together. She said, no, I'm not doing it. So I said, okay, well, one of us would. So I went. There I was, like short shorts, socks up to my knees, and just like bounced over to the basketball court where there are black people playing basketball. And I walked in, and just like that, I sat down and I said, hey, can we talk about community gardens? And I started. And I said, oh, you know, like it's so good to grow food and bring home and building communities, and then they kept walking away, and I said, come on, I'm talking to you. And then they turned back and they came up with this. And then the big boss called me over to the picnic table outside of the fence. He's like, come sit over here. And so I sat down. And he says, if you're not here to bring us money, and you're not here to bring us jobs, then you're talking to the wrong people. And then he's just started lashing at me about what it, like, that I was not in that right place to tell them about food security and all that. And I listened and I said, thank you. And I walked away. I walked away. And for about 10 steps, I said, no. I turned back, I ran back to the seat, sat right down beside him, and I said, this is going to be emotional. And I said, there's no difference between you and I. My parents are immigrant parents who were stuck in Canada wanting to go back, but with no money. They want me to get better paychecks, but the best I can do is work outside with dirt and grow healthy food, healthy eggs, and bring home to feed it to them as they're getting old. He took out his throw pig, and he leans over, and he says, Leeway man, you've got the green light from the basketball court. And now we're going to throw a cucumber party for his 2-year-old daughter who loves cucumbers. But he said that she doesn't have any friends. So I said, don't worry, I'm going to gather a troop of friends for your 2-year-old daughter to throw a cucumber party. He says, thanks, Leeway. So that means now that you guys have the responsibility of the store, it means you have to come to the farm and help us throw this cucumber party.
Who's in?
July 27th is our big opening, and I will let Regent speak more about that.
Thanks, Louis. I never heard this story. This is for the first time. Did you make it up?
I saved it just for you.
Okay. I also want to say a couple of things. We all talked about sustainable food and how important it is and the benefits of it. And so I think we all know these kind of things. And I'm worried because it's really fun. This farm is really fun. I had no idea that I'm going to talk anything. Just half an hour ago, they told me that we're going to talk with Liwei. We just went with farmers to drink some beer, and then they said that you're going to this. I knew that I'm coming here, but then they said you're going to talk. I had no idea what to say, so I have no idea what to say now, and I'm a bit worried. But yeah, so that's what I love in the farm, because there is so many opportunities. Even if I'm not the best talker, I'm not the best speaker, but I get the opportunity to speak it out. They trust me, they trust us that we can do it, and it's the spirit of this place is very young. We come together and we talk. Okay, what we're gonna do, and it's a project like a white blank page. We can draw whatever we want. Just a little bit information. It's an 8-acre urban farm. It's the largest urban farm in Toronto. It's situated on Jane and Steeles. It was previously part of Black Creek Pioneer Village. Now it's a farm, and we just started this year. We have the first harvest this year, and we'll I'm doing my internship in fundraising here, and the more I raise money, the cheaper we can sell the product to people in the community, and that's our goal. So our goal is to make this farm run by the people in the community for them, so they can grow their own food and they can learn how to do farming. They can bring their kids to for farming camps and different farming programs. And we had the first martial arts class today for kids, and we had some problems with it, but
yes, it wasn't successful, and that's why I said education. We learn a lot. We don't just teach, but it wasn't a very successful day because I realized that, well, even before teaching kids how to grow food, how to cook, and all those, you got to teach them how to be polite, especially to seniors, people that we call grandparents. And they weren't, so I said, you got to come back at another time. See you later.
Yeah, so we keep the spirit, we are all really inspired by that. And we were talking on the way, and we said, we're both doing that not for money, but because we believe in that. And that's what keeps me here. And I like talking here, so I'll go on.
Yeah. Hey, Nijun, what do you do as an intern for fundraising?
Yeah.
Who have you talked to?
I talked to people in the streets. I called a lot of people, and they're mostly not very interested in supporting. I mean, they're interested. Some of them said, okay, we'll call it back, but they don't. And then others say, we already gave out the money and so on. So it's difficult to do that. So we need people who really believe in these kind of things. And then only we can support this program with our own kind of energy. I went up to this Rossensville's, is it the street? Rossensville's. And I spent half of my day just going to shop by shop, and I got $70. And I get back to the farm and ask one farmers from the Fresh City, that's our partner, Fresh City Farms, if they want to support. And they made some jewelry for around $200. So I feel that people who have this spirit, people who want to support, only we can do it. So it's kind of that's basically the idea. It's our farm, and we can create something beautiful out of it, or we can let it go. And for this point, the largest urban farm, the biggest project of this movement for healthy food. So you are all welcome to support. And few things about the opening event. On 25th of July we'll have the opening event. It's called I forgot how it's called. It's fundraising dinner. Growing change. Yeah. How do you know that? Oh, you know that. Oh, you know that. Okay. You may even know more than me. No, I don't know.
You learned something.
Yeah. So I can give you the information. We'll have entertainment, local people, singers and musicians, drums. So it's a lot of African theme. And for the farm website is everdale.org. Black Creek Park, and you can see the event there. Yeah, we'll have the silent auction and what else? And the food. Yeah, food is cooked from the plants which is grown on the field, and everything is organic. So we'll have fun, and people who want to come to support are very welcome. So you can come up to me, I'll tell you more. And now, if you have any questions, you are welcome to tell, or shall we go away?
Anybody question for them?
I got something to add.
Yeah.
We're just kind of running out of time.
Sounds
so
good.
we can take
I'll
that.
just tell you guys in secret.
Okay. Any question for these guys here?
Yeah.
Just checking, it's the same event on the 27th, there's nothing
You are more welcome on the 25th because it's fundraising event, and 27th is a free event. So come on 25th. you can come on both, but 27th is a community event. So we'll bring it. It will be around 700,000 people from the community. We want to introduce them to their own farm. So we'll come. We will let them. We will teach them what we're doing. They will participate in that. And they will have some food from the local vendors and so on. On 25th, it's a fundraising event, so we'll have silent auction, music, and it's for people who want to support this project.
Oh, there's an ad in Edible Toronto here on page 41.
Field dinner is on July 25th at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
That's a fundraising dinner.
Yeah.
But on Saturday, is it? It's the community.
Yes.
event
Yes.
for the public.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Last question.
Last person here.
That's right, you had your hand up for a while.
What's your goal? How much money are you trying to raise to make a difference, to make the food more affordable?
As much as we can.
Yeah.
Roughly what? 5,000, 10,000, 100,000?
If we raise $1 million, we will do it free. So depends on how much we get.
Ready?
Is there going to be individual plots or community plots here for people to garden? Are there people able to, from the community, come in and develop their gardens in the farm?
We have this volunteer program, so you can come and volunteer and get your food share, harvest share, and also you can sign up to get weekly your harvest share from the field. That's for now it, but we have so many ideas, so we can grow a lot. So.
Right now, the farm is divided into different partnerships, areas. And although we work together, we also embrace one another's differences in governance and whatever they might want to do with their area. So at our plot right now, it doesn't have any individual plots. But it doesn't mean that in the future maybe the partnership would say, hey, why don't we? So, but right now at Black Creek, on our plot, it's not open to.
See the value of partnerships and all this work that's being done. I'm so proud of my generation of farmers. So,
Can I say
yeah?
one thing? I feel that I like talking and I like attention. I will not go home now. I can tell you about my family, my parents. I wanted to inspire all of us that we can grow our own food and not depend on the corporations and all these political structures and all this kind of shit, I would say. And sorry, but that's true. And that's our if we want to invest in it, let's do that, and we can create our own space, our own food, and be healthy, not depending on anybody else. And that really gives our spirit I think that gives us back our kind of feeling of pride and confidence and self-respect. So I really inspire you and myself to get involved in it and go for it. That's our lives, so we can do our best for it, right?